It's interesting sometimes how we blame God when bad things happen, isn't it? Let's talk about that in your morning cup of inspiration. Thanks for joining me today. I was reading in Luke, the 8th chapter, the other day, and if you'll recall the story where there was the demonic possessed man, and he was full of demons, and Jesus talked to the demons, and they requested that they be allowed to go into these pigs. And I want to share just a little bit, if you know the story, there's a specific verse and thought that I want to focus on just for a little bit today. And it's found in the 32nd verse. And he was talking to the demons, and in the 32nd verse says, "And now a herd of many swine were feeding there on the mountain." So the pigs were there. And the demons begged him that he would permit them to enter them. And he permitted them. It says in that 32nd verse, Jesus permitted them. Jesus allows things to happen. It says in Matthew 28:18, God has all authority over heaven and earth. God and Jesus could do anything they wanted, but they do permit things to happen. And that word just jumped out at me, that they permit things to happen. God doesn't make bad things happen to you. Sometimes it's permitted, and we don't always know the reason. Think of Job, the flawless life that he lived and what he went through that God allowed the devil to do to him. It's just an incredible example. We don't understand sometimes when we're trying to buy a house and it falls through, or we had a job and got laid off, or there's illness that we believe for healing and it doesn't seem to come. You can pick any number of things in your life, I'm sure, that you question God about. But can I just remind you today that the devil is the one who comes to steal, kill, and destroy, which is found in John 10. So don't blame God when bad things happen. Blame the devil. I'll leave you with this last verse. It's a verse that Dan talked about a couple days ago in Romans 8:28. It tells us that all things work together for good if we love God. So even though he permits things to happen, he's not the one that makes them happen, and he can turn it all for good. So trust him, continue to believe in him, have faith in him, even when things aren't going your way, and God will turn it around for good. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.